There we go. Okay, guys, I think something's going on with the internet. Maybe I could be wrong, but maybe these downloads are so potent that it's like messing with the signal and the internet because I've been having tech issues all day. And it's not surprising that it's this Lionsgate portal and this high frequency of serious codes coming through and light codes coming through and priestess and goddess codes coming through. There's all this high frequency. I can feel it. Um, what I was saying in my last Zoom call, which randomly just switched off, is that I have 300 pages of downloads. If I can't get through them in this session, then I'll just continue to do part 2, 3, 4, 5, as I like to do. These downloads are explaining, activating, amplifying, expanding, alchemizing, actualizing your consciousness to this new paradigm of operating. The pillars of these downloads are integrating you on a cellular level, on a DNA level, we're utilizing the understanding of quantum physics, that the version of you that holds these virtues, this way of being, this perception, consciousness, way of thinking, behaving, feeling, is all available for you now, in the present moment, through awakening, through activation. That you are a magical being that holds all these codes within you, and we are unlocking them, we are activating them, we are bringing the dormant magical energies that are within you online. And I had someone ask me, this stuff works, but it's all mysterious to me, and I want to understand what's happening on a deeper level. First of all, you're the healer, you're the alchemist, you're the magician, you are the source of power. Second of all, because you're in the presence of someone that is deeply rooted in their power, their supernatural gifts, their inner knowing, it's a beautiful alchemical chemistry. We're creating chemistry right now. We're engaging right now. And what do you think that two substances that come together happens? It becomes an explosion of a new substance. It doesn't have to be an explosion. I'm talking in terms of frequency here. It's an explosion of your world. It's a disruption of your world. New chemistry is being made inside of you. New chemicals are being created right now. And the other thing is that I've got portals open right now. I've got portals in the unseen. I've got codes in the unseen right now. I've coded these sessions to create outcomes. And therefore, you're getting the outcomes because I'm the magician, archetypally speaking. I'm the magician here. I'm the priestess here. What happens when you are in the presence of a reflection of you in a different timeline? We are all fractals of source consciousness. You have entered into a portal to an alternate dimension and timeline where you are meeting yourself in a different timeline. And I hold codes of embodiment because I live my life a particular way. I live my life magically. I embody my essence. I embody my supernatural abilities, and I embody my message deeply. If I wasn't in integrity, maybe you wouldn't be receiving the codes. I'm speaking truth and truth only here, and therefore the truth will set you free. So what's happening is that you want to make sense of this logically and neurologically and scientifically. But the beauty is that I'm working with magic here. I'm working with the quantum field of all possibilities are available now. There are infinite realities. There are infinite dimensions. There are infinite universes. And I'm literally like a magician opening up a portal for you. You're stepping into that portal and you're feeling a new frequency and a vibration. I've got more gifts online right now than you're even aware of. I've got fairies working on you. I've got elementals working on you. I've got ancestors in the background. There are various medicinal tones that are coming through. And the other thing is that I've activated for my voice to be sound healing. So yes, you're understanding this on a logical plane, but the frequency that I'm emitting is a healing and magical tone, a miracle tone. People tell me all the time that after they've had a session with me, they met the love of their life. They had an opportunity come through. They started a new business. I open portals. That's what I do. And I'm a shapeshifter. That's my greatest gift. I've had so many identities that I don't have an identity, but I leverage from all the archetypes that I know are deep within me. And I operate as a priestess, I operate as an alchemist, I operate in various different ways. Now, that's my sharing, just so that you can understand what's happening on a deeper, unseen level. I have a team of unseen frequencies and spiritual allies with us right now doing the work, because we are shifting on an accelerated rate, and that is also a construct and a belief, an identification that I want you guys to hold very, very lightly. We're working in the realms of paradox here, where we're working in the unseen on purpose, because the unseen is magic, the void, the abyss, the unknown, the energetic landscape, the vision beyond the vision. So these may be words that you understand, but you're getting activated beyond the words. This is far beyond your mind. And therefore, we will never truly understand how the magic works. But when you know your power and you know it to be true, magical things happen all the time in divine timing and divine intervention. With divine intervention, it's a co-creation, and it's also claiming and owning your Godhead. Claiming and owning your superconsciousness, claiming and owning your supernatural ability to be who you really are, beyond the identity that you believe yourself to be. We're going to dive right into the downloads. You may want to lie down, you may want to sit up, you may want to relax, but you definitely want to close your eyes. Okay? Take what resonates, take what is relevant, and leave the rest behind. I'm going to be reading off my notes. And you simply allow. You just allow. You just allow. I've got 300 notes. And guess what, guys? These are purely written by me. That's the other reason why this stuff works, because I'm using my own codes, like literally from inside out. Pure channeling. This is what happens when you tap into someone's genius. And I'm activating your genius as well. This is my genius. I'm born for this stuff. Doesn't make me special. It means that this is what I do best. And I'm activating for you to do what you do best. Okay. I invite you to close your eyes. I invite you to focus on your breath, relaxing your body, expanding your energetic field, breathing deeply. You may want to set an intention for healing. Start relaxing your body. Start breathing deeply. Give yourself permission to release all tension in your body. I'd like to invite you to let go of all aches and pains and tension by breathing into the parts of the body where you hold the most distortion, imbalance, pain. With your permission, I'm witnessing your transformation. I'm witnessing you on a quantum level leap through the portal of transformation, well-being. We begin by you giving yourself a progressive muscle relaxation by breathing into all parts of the body, the back, the neck, the shoulders, and taking your time in your own rhythm, in your own pace. I'm just going to start the activation with a poem, and then we're going to continue with the downloads. In Wonderland's embrace, I dive so deep, where chaos and potential dance, secrets to keep, submitted to genius and dark powers embrace. I find my true self in this magical space. Unveiling desires from my core's sacred well, in the realm of the unknown, they beautifully swell. Letting go of control, I trust in the flow. Miracles unfold as the universe shows. Alchemy of transformation, I transmute within. Old patterns and doubts, a new journey begins. Embracing the tension, the chaos, the strife, I awaken my power, the essence of life. By the magic that resides within me, I call forth Wonderland's majesty. With courage and trust, I take the leap into the depth where dreams do sweep. Genius and power guide my way, lead me through the night and into day. In chaos and unknown, I shall find the brilliance of my soul's design. In Wonderland's realm, I now stand, powerful creator hand in hand. Chaos and tension, you're my guide. In your alchemy, I will confide. Desires flow freely, authentic and true, unveiling my purpose bright and anew. Letting go and letting magic play, miracles bloom in the most unexpected way. Genius within, the power of embrace. In Wonderland's realm, I find my place. Chaos and tension, my allies become. In their dance, my potential is spun. Close your eyes and breathe so deep. In Wonderland's realm, your soul shall steep. Feel the power of genius within your core. Let go of control and trust in the unknown. Darkness and chaos embrace them more. Desires rise freely like seeds they're sown. Inhale the magic. Exhale the doubt. Miracles sprout. There is no need to pout. Now with intention firm and clear, activate the Wonderland's atmosphere. Step forth with courage, a creator bold. Let genius and dark power unfold. Embrace the chaos, let tension guide. In this journey, you're divinely tied. See your desires take shape and form. In Wonderland's embrace, you're reborn. With your eyes closed, begin to visualize Wonderland's world before your eyes. Chaos swirling colors bright as you step into this realm of light. Imagine desires like stars above, twinkling in the sky, pure love. Darkness and tension they embrace, guiding you on this sacred embrace. Repeat this affirmation loud and clear. I am the creator, free from fear. In Wonderland's realm, I take my stand, guided by genius and dark's gentle hand. As you resonate with the energy codes beyond what is known, feel them sinking deep as life unfolds. You're a vessel of magic, pure and true. Wonderland's essence flows within you. With every step, your path is bright. Embrace the unknown with all your might. In the dance of chaos and tension, find your soul's purpose forever intertwined. So let your heart's desires be set free. In Wonderland's embrace, you shall see magic and miracles. You'll manifest and known. You manifest and know. For in your being, Wonderland's stories glow. Through this journey of invocation, incantation, mantra, meditation, and activation, you align yourself with Wonderland's realm, downloading discernment on Wonderland and what that means at the deepest truth for you. You become the conscious creator, guided by genius and the power of the unknown. Embrace the chaos. Chaos meaning that it is ever evolving and changing. Embrace the tension and the unknown. Tension meaning that when certain things are happening that are beyond our comprehension or stir our emotional landscape, rather than reacting and offloading and fixing and healing that, we hold that tension. We don't offload it. We don't offload anything. And a magical alchemy takes place. It's called chaos alchemy, where within you lies your ultimate potential. So you essentially upgrade yourself by not offloading the discomfort. It's kind of like I was saying to a client this morning. Nature naturally is self-healing and self-soothing and adjusts. I have a cactus, and this cactus, you know, there was like a dysmorphia of some kind. It didn't get enough sun or something like that, or I don't know what happened to it. And it started growing in a different way than what it would do naturally. So there was a compensation and an adjustment. And that's one of our superpowers. And yet we believe that to be a negative. Oh, I had to compensate. I had to adjust. But that just shows the power that we hold as humans and the evolution of who we are as evolutionary beings, from survival to thriving energy. So we are releasing you from survival, and you're now stepped through the portal of your ultimate potential. So let all these downloads that I'm going to integrate into your DNA and cells start shifting you on an energetic, emotional, mental, spiritual, and vibrational reality level, where you can claim your power, own your essence, and let your soul purpose shine. Your priorities are your inner compass, guiding you to manifest your heart's desires. And with each step, you dance with magic, turning your dreams into reality. So what we're going to do now is step into that portal, and then you're going to bring this new frequency of who you are as the creator, as the genius, as the magician, as the alchemist, as the priestess, as the highest ultra frequency, the superconsciousness, the supernatural self, the iconic self. You're going to bring who you are as the most empowered version of you, the most upgraded version of you, the most genius, creative, intelligent version of you into your behaviors, your environment, your identity, your values, your beliefs, your thinking, your feeling, your capabilities, your skills. You're going to bring this in to all these aspects, and this is now activated for you. Sounds good? Sounds good. So when you're ready, breathing deeply, relaxing, having your eyes closed, giving me permission to shift your frequency through the sound healing of my words and all of the gifts that I hold and your gifts in co-creation, in alchemy. Our souls are dancing and creating an alchemical infusion right now. That's the word that I was trying to think of. Downloading. With each step into the unknown, I feel the embrace of my true potential. I recognize that the Wonderland is not just a place to visit, but a state of being to inhabit. I'm no longer bound by the constructs of the known. I am creator of the unimagined. As I fully embrace the journey into Wonderland, I am guided by genius, steeped in power, fueled by desire to explore my ultimate potential. In this realm of uncertainty and chaos, I transmute challenges into growth, unleash the authenticity of my desires, and embody the visions I have encoded into existence. Through trust in divine orchestration and the art of letting go, I witness the birth of miracles and embrace my true potential. Just like Alice, I step into the realm where the rules of reality are rewritten, and I am the author of my own extraordinary story. I know how to live in the realm of miracles, of uncharted territory. As I journey further into Wonderland, I witness the birth of miracles in the uncharted territory. Synchronicities unfold, opportunities arise, and the unexpected becomes the norm. The landscape of my reality transforms before my eyes, revealing the intricate dance between my intentions and the universe response. In this realm of wonder, I practice the art of letting go. I release the tight grip of my egoic mind and surrender to the flow of magic. I allow the currents of creativity to carry me to new shores of possibility. I let go of my need to manipulate every detail and instead allow the universe to co-create with me. And as you breathe, we're downloading this. As I navigate the unfamiliar terrain of Wonderland, and Wonderland is symbolic to your true realm and space, the land of wonder, of new. Just like a child experiences life through presence, it's very much the symbolism of a world of presence. I trust in the divine orchestration of the universe. I release my need to control every outcome and surrender to the greater wisdom at play. I understand that my desires are held within the tapestry of existence, being woven into reality with each intention I set. As I journey deeper, I embody the vision of my desires. I become one with the essence of what I wish to create. With each step I take, I am living the reality I have coded into existence. The lines between the imagined and the real blur, and I walk the bridge of my creation with unwavering faith. Downloading that for you. Breathe throughout each download, okay? In this wonderland, I unleash the originality of my desires. I strip away the layers of conditioning and external influences, allowing my core desires to rise to the surface. I recognize that my desires are not shaped by the expectations of others, but are unique reflections of my soul's purpose. Just as an alchemist transmutes base metals into gold, I transmute challenges into growth and limitations into expansion. I harness the energy of chaos and tension to fuel my metamorphosis. I harness the fire of transformation burning within me, burning away old patterns and beliefs to reveal the radiant essence of my true self. The chaos that surrounds me is not to be feared, but to be embraced. In the midst of unknown, I find the seeds of my most magnificent creations. I navigate through the uncharted waters with a heart full of curiosity and a mind open to the unexpected. I recognize that within chaos lies the raw material from which I sculpt my dreams. As I journey into this realm, I am fully submitted to the guidance of my genius and the depth of my power. I allow these forces to shape and guide my every move. I surrender the need for preconceived plans and instead allow the brilliance of my genius to illuminate my path. With a heart brimming with courage and a spirit fueled by passion, I take the plunge into the wonderland of my ultimate potential. I step beyond the edge of familiar, venturing into the uncharted territory of creativity and possibility. Just as Alice stepped through the looking glass, I stepped through the gate of life, fully committed to exploring the boundless expanse of my being. In this journey, I courageously leap into the unknown, fully embracing the paradoxes of existence. I encode my desires into reality, release attachment to timelines, remain rooted in safety and trust. I hold the tension between my desires and the present, allowing the magic to unfold in its own exquisite way. I embrace my unique identity, stepping beyond the constructs of the known, and emerge as the truest version of myself. As I take this plunge, I know that I am diving into the realm of my ultimate potential, guided by my genius and fully aligned with the divine orchestration of the universe. I emerge from the cocoon of limitations as the truest expression of myself. I no longer seek validation from external sources, for I am validated by the essence of my being. My desires are no longer tainted by comparison or societal expectations. They are pure reflections of my soul's calling. To fully step into my ultimate potential, I recognize the importance of operating beyond the constructs of the known. I shed the layers of conformity and societal conditioning that have stifled my true desires. I embrace the raw authenticity of my core identity on a soul level. And as you breathe, allow yourself to take a deep breath in. Feel free to have some water to hydrate yourself before we continue with the downloads. And as you breathe, I surrender the need to control every aspect of my journey. I open myself to the magic that unfolds when I relinquish my grip on the outcome. I invite the universe to collaborate with me, to co-create with me, to surprise and delight me with its divine orchestration. In the midst of the journey, I hold the tension between my desires and the present moment. I allow this tension to build, knowing that it is the fertile ground where magic takes root. I embrace the discomfort, for I understand that it is the alchemical process through which transformation occurs. Amid the chaos and uncertainty, I maintain a deep sense of safety within myself. I regulate my nervous system with the soothing balm of presence and trust. I acknowledge my fears and anxieties, but I do not allow them to dictate my actions or decisions. Instead, I ground myself in the certainty that I am always held and supported by the greater forces at play. As I step into the unknown, I release the grip on timelines and deadlines. I understand that the universe operates in its own divine timing, orchestrating this perfect alignment of events. I detach from the need for instant results and surrender to the flow of unfolding. I am the weaver of my reality, encoding my desires into the very fabric of existence. With the thread of intention, I craft each detail, each nuance, and each outcome. I infuse my desires with the essence of my soul, imprinting them with the codes of my unique identity, knowing how to. All of these downloads, we are downloading them for you to feel safe, for you to know that it's possible, that you're worthy and deserving. And we're integrating this energy of safety, worthiness, deservingness, and possibilities into each and every download, as well as the creator's perspective and definition and the goddess perspective and definition, because a divine feminine intelligence is included with the love frequency, the compassion frequency, the wisdom frequency, women's intuition, goddess knowing, the mystic, the seer, the oracle archetypes. We're infusing these energies into each and every download for you. Think of the oracle, how potent an archetypal oracle's wisdom is, the all-knowingness, the deeply prophetic and psychic. And that is a resource. I acknowledge my desires and dreams, for they are the whispers of my soul yearning to be expressed. I declare my intentions with unwavering conviction and claim them as my own. And then, in a beautiful act of surrender, I release them to the universe with absolute trust. Take a deep breath in. As I journey deeper into the unknown, I embrace the divine paradox that underlies my existence. I recognize that within the chaos there is order, within the darkness there is light, within the uncertainty there is certainty. I am both the creator and the creation, the observer and the observed, the catalyst and the result, embracing the paradox. In the footsteps of Alice, I take the plunge into the unknown, fully immersed in the chaos of infinite potential. Guided by my unique genius, I navigate with my inner compass, embracing the unpredictable and unleashing my creative force. I submit to the power of the dark, awaken the potency of my spine, and pass through the gate of life to manifest my ultimate potential. With each step, I embody the essence of my true self, becoming the living testament to the magic that lies within the depth of my being. The gate of life is my passage into boundless creation. I pass through this gateway, shedding the limitations of linear time and entering a realm where all possibilities converge. In this space, I am free to manifest my desires, transcending the constraints of the physical world, passing through the gate of life. The spine is my pillar of strength and alignment. I activate its powers, allowing it to channel the energy of the cosmos through my being. With each vertebra, I rise higher, shedding layers of conditioning and embracing the authenticity of my true self, activating my spine's power. The dark is not a place of fear, but a source of transformation. I awaken the power of the dark within me, the deep, uncharted realms of my consciousness. In the dark, I find the keys to unlocking my hidden potentials, transmuting shadows into light and embodying my true essence. Awaken the dark. I fully submit to the power of my genius, the divine spark within me that knows no bounds. I surrender to its guidance, trusting that it will lead me to the most extraordinary expressions of myself. Through genius, I access the wisdom, creativity, and innovation that propel me forward. I dive into genius. The unpredictable nature of the unknown is my playground. I embrace the twists and turns, the unexpected encounters, and the surprising revelations. With each step, I am forging a new path that is uniquely mine, unbound by preconceived notions or limitations. I embrace the unpredictable. So just take a deep breath in before we continue with these downloads. These are downloads that I wrote, completely channeled, and these are pillars of a new consciousness. I'm reminding you of this because the old ways are lovingly crumbling away, dissolving because they once worked until they didn't. And you might recognize this when internally you feel that a change is upon you, a new identity is upon you, and a rebirth is upon you. You can feel it in your business when things have just stopped working. This is universal for a lot of business, a lot of soulpreneurs, because we were conditioned to be hyper masculine, hyper action orientated, hyper doing, words that I made up. And now we're operating from a different paradigm where the divine feminine is actually leading. It doesn't mean that divine feminine is better. What happens is that we're rebalancing the scale, and more of the frequencies of the divine feminine are coming online, which is a loved-based, community-based, collaboration-based, slower paced way of operating. And the unknown is the incubation period to shed all your identities, go into the nothing, become the nothing, and then rebirth yourself back into the world, bringing this new sense of self that is deeply integrated in truth, the highest truth, your ultra frequency, your ultimate frequency, your pure frequency. You've been purified here, you've been reborn again, and you're bringing this grounded presence into every area of your life, completely recreating your world as you know it, reinventing your life as you know it. You might feel it with decluttering your house, upgrading your home. Everything is going to be upgraded now, including your relationships. This is what is happening. So as you breathe, let that activate you. As I journey through the chaos, remember, chaos meaning ever-evolving, changing reality, the natural state of the impermanent world, the transient world, pure presence. I rely on my inner compass, my intuition and genius to guide me. I trust that my internal guidance system knows the way even when the path seems uncertain. I navigate with purpose and intention, allowing my soul's desires to lead the way. I navigate with my inner compass. The chaos is the canvas upon which I paint my masterpiece. I step boldly into the chaos, knowing that it is the fertile ground where creativity flourishes. In the chaos, I discover the raw materials that will shape my unique journey and unleash my untapped potential. I step into the chaos. I release my attachment to the familiar ground that has kept me comfortable but limited. I acknowledge that the path of and to the ultimate potential lies beyond the boundaries of what I have known. I am willing to let go of the safety net and embrace the adventure that lies ahead. I release attachment to familiar ground. Just like Alice in Wonderland, I am ready to take the plunge into the unknown, to venture into the chaos with the full force of my being. I am prepared to dive headfirst into the realm of my ultimate potential, guided by my genius and fully submitted to the power of the unknown, the dark, the spine, and the gate of life. I take the plunge and fully immerse in the unknown. By operating beyond the constructs of the known, I unleash the originality of my true desires from my core identity at a soul level. Embracing the unknown, dissolving familiar constructs, and accessing my core identity allows me to listen to the whispers of my soul and transcend the fear of judgment. Through authenticity and alignment, I let my soul's desires lead and take actionable steps to manifest them. In this way, I step into the full expression of my unique purpose and embrace the magic of my soul's journey. I translate soul desires into actionable steps. Each choice and action is a reflection of my commitment to honoring my true essence. I align my daily activities with my soul's purpose, infusing intention and passion into everything I do. I align actions with soul desires. Take a deep breath in. This is going to be the last one for part 1, and then I'm going to hop on again for part 2 until all the downloads are complete. So I want you to take a deep breath in. We're opening up your heart now. So imagine that your heart just opens up. We're opening up your will, your willingness, your will, which is in your womb space or your gut space, opens up. We're opening up your mind. We're opening up that mind, and we're literally opening up that field of consciousness. And we are spinning these downloads into each center that we've just opened up. And you are spinning now in a loving and easy way. And this spinning is like we're polishing a diamond. I don't know if diamonds are spun, by the way, but let's just go with it. Whatever the process is, I think it's a little bit more of a tension than a spin. I believe that diamonds are created from that tension. So just trust. It's like the spinning of your axis, the spinning of the axis. So we're spinning, okay? We're spinning, we're polishing, we're refining. I prioritize the desires that resonate with my soul's calling. Rather than being swayed by external influences or temporary impulses, I discern which desires align with my higher purpose and lasting fulfillment. I allow these soul-inspired desires to guide my choices and actions. I let my soul desires lead. Take a deep breath in and out. I'm going to love you and say goodbye and see you in part 2. And before I do, I'd love for you to start coding your experience and becoming the master alchemist of your own life. No longer relying on external sources of power to catalyze you forward. Now, it's the paradox here because I'm an external source of power. However, I want you to see me as someone that you have manifested as a resource because I'm in my genius. So it's like you're outsourcing not the power piece, you're outsourcing someone else's genius to support you. That is a sign of you being in your personal power, because part of being in our personal power is not having to do it all ourselves, you know? And just like we get an accountant to do the accounts because that's their genius, we get a bookkeeper, we have a cleaner, we trust that everyone's in their genius. You've manifested another version of you in a different timeline, me, to come in and be your alchemist, your magician, your healer, your priestess, your goddess, your seer, your oracle, your prophet, to give and supply you, provide you with frequency medicine, frequency meditation, energetic medicine that allows you to upgrade every aspect of your life and your consciousness. And this is the upgrade. I'm going to see you in part 2. Your homework is to code your reality. How do we code our reality? Well, these downloads are codes. I wrote them myself. I woke up at 4 a.m. I don't suggest that you need to wake up at 4 a.m. I woke up at 4 a.m. It was still, it was quiet. There was no time. There was no time frame. There was nowhere to be, nothing to do. There was no distractions, no sounds. I got into a meditation and I used my creative intelligence and I started typing and I started typing and I started typing and I started typing. And I'm like, what do I want to feel? What do I want to feel? Who do I want to be? What do I want to create? And I started typing and I started coding, spell casting the reality that I want to feel. And let me tell you, right now, I am deeply altered and in a trance, and it's all through me being in this meditation and absorbing the downloads and the codes from the higher source of reality that is available, infinite potentiality, infinite bliss, divine consciousness, divine sound, healing, and the magic. And the magic. And you are magical as well. So we're activating your spiritual gifts and they are now being revealed. We're activating your genius and it's now being revealed. You're going to have aha moments. You need to be in the silence to receive these aha moments. You're going to receive it through synchronicities. I know my genius. Oh my God, I know my genius. I understand my soul gifts. I understand my spiritual gifts. And at the same time, I'm open to all possibilities. I'm not fixed. It's a moment by moment evolution. I am the shapeshifter. Are you ready to be a shapeshifter for the highest good for all, for your highest good, for your identity that continues to shift with every learning and every experience that you have, you shift. See you in part 2.